What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Loud Spot. I'm your host, Sebastian. Today we are kicking it with a band called Machines. Let's go.
Oh, no! Oh, boy! Ah, here it comes! The motherfucking Loud Spot!
All right, before we get the show started, I do want to remind everyone to please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click that notification button so you know whenever we have a new show. You can also check us out on all audio podcasting platforms. I want to say thank you to Pantheon Podcast Network and producer Sam, who was with us, and Diego is not here. And, for those who follow the show, I do want to let you know that my penis reduction surgery went well while I was gone. And also, we got first place on the pickleball tournament. Tickle My Pickle got second, and we wound up taking home the trophy. So for those who follow, you know what I'm talking about. All right, a band called Machines out of Kansas City. Yeah, I do want to say something though. When I first saw you guys were coming on, I was like, Sam, what's that band's name? Is it McHines? But let me tell you, I'm horrible. I'm horrible at band names. Okay, I'm horrible. Like, remember Third Eye? You guys remember Third Eye Blind?
Yeah.
They had a sticker that said 3EB. That was their sticker. I thought their band's name was Thweb for like a year. I thought because there was a spider on it. There was like a little spider on it. So I was like, spider web. And then Fila's shoes. I thought those were called Phil's. Yeah. And my sister's like, they're called Fila's. I was like, no, they're not. They're called Phil's. I thought it was like a cursive S, but it's called Fila's. So Machines, not McHines. What made you guys take off the vowels to be different and cool?
Yeah, I would say so, Nick. I mean, I don't know, Nick, you got a good answer for that one? Just kind of how we wanted to do that?
It's honestly, it just came out that way, man. It was just an idea, and it turned into no vowels allowed. A lot of bands are doing that. And do other people call you McHines? Am I like, oh, your band is so cool, I love McHines? Has that ever happened? Or does everyone, I'm like the only idiot who says McHines. And everyone else says Machines. Honestly, most people joke about it. They'll call us Meccans.
Okay.
But they understand that it means machines. That's really the most I've heard about it.
Right, you guys, man, you know what? I've just recently heard of your band. I watched your music video, Gravity, that we're going to play later on today. I love the sounds in the background sound you guys have. How long have you guys been playing for?
Shit, like he was mentioning earlier, I mean, Awaiting Eli was going for a long time, and that's kind of what we hybrided this over and got rid of that and rebranded. So I'd say, but as this collective, shit, about a year. If that, like this collective, what makes Machines, it's been about a year with everybody together. But I mean, Nick's got a ton of time in the industry. Our bass player had a lot of, Los, he's got a ton of time in the industry. Our new drummer does too. So Los has been with me from Awaiting Eli though for 6, 7, 8 years, something like that.
So Awaiting Eli was a band that was previously kind of reformed into Machines.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wanted to get rid of the old feel and like bring it to something. COVID really hit me because I got sober after COVID. Well, I was forced to get sober pretty much, but I did. And after COVID, that like the thought process, it's like, dude, I remember like when they were trying to bust curfews and like do this and do that and don't do this and think this way and get this and don't do that. And it's like, man, they're just trying to make people just program to like, okay, sounds good. It's like, no, that, dude, that's not. So what we wanted to do is showcase that Machines, like, but we're humans evolving into machines, and if they'll let us, or if we'll let them.
So your new album that's coming out later this year is called, let me look at my notes. It's called We Are Machines, right? So that's so I was thinking that's kind of a double meaning. It's kind of like You Are Machines, which is your band name. You want everyone to know who your band is, but then We Are Machines also as fucking robots, right?
Yeah,
absolutely, man. It's heaven and hell. It's political and non-political. It's happy versus sad, boy versus girl. Unfortunately, these days, it's pretty crazy double meanings all over the place.
Your band's not political, though, is it?
No. Fuck no. I stay away from that.
Fuck that shit.
No, I say two things I've learned after running bars is I never talk about politics. I never talk about who you believe in. I don't care. It's everybody or what you like. I don't care. I love everybody. It's cool, man. Like,
Dude, I know it's super hard when a political band comes on the podcast because I gotta stay neutral. Like I got my views and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I gotta stay neutral to not piss people off that might come on the show. But it's hard, dude. Politics is everywhere, whether you're on Facebook or social media in general, and to stay out of it, I think it's important. And this is just my fucking opinion, not that it matters. But if you want to draw all the audiences, you just shut the fuck up. You believe in what you want to believe in, and just talk about other things.
Yeah, bingo. That's exactly how I follow through with that. It's like, dude, at the end of the day, I ain't here to be that. I love when I love when I see all these other people in the entertainment industry posting shit. It's like, bro, just stay in your lane.
Yeah,
Like I don't even.
Vex. Is that what we're thinking of right now, Sebastian? Tommy Vex.
Well, yeah, Tommy Vex was pretty political, but I think I kind of fed into it a little bit. I wasn't trying to, but it's kind of hard not to sometimes.
Well, I mean, he pushes it though. I mean, and it's thoroughly what he believes in. But to answer what you were saying there, dude, like that, it will divide an audience. So if you have this massive amount of audience, once you portray whatever imagery or opinions you have, which you're rightfully so to have them, you just shrunk your audience. Yep. Somebody's going to hate you because of that opinion. So it's like, you want my opinion on it? Fuck off. I don't want it. I'm not giving you an opinion.
Yeah. I feel like it was different back in the day because like Rage Against the Machine was a pretty political band, right? But still, but obviously, just a little bit political. They were starting revolutions, but it seems like there was people that still like them no matter what the political stance was. Another political band is System of a Down. Yeah. But it's like maybe they were things. But in today's world, you have artists like Tom McDonald, who's a rap artist. His whole audience is based just off his political. That's how he built his audience.
Yeah, it's huge too. It's crazy. I mean, it's been hell to get my mom and my stepdad to listen to my shit. He's sending me Tom McDonald. I'm like, what the fuck are you sending me this for, bro? You don't even listen to mine. But now they'll listen to it. But I'm like, are you serious? You're sending me this, dude? I follow him, like.
I'm surprised more politicians haven't become rappers. That's a great way to spread a message.
It's a segue. Good segue. Politician, rapper.
Yeah.
The conversation machines brings up is pretty crazy.
I have to apologize. I have a little bit of a cough. I was in California earlier for my sister's wedding. Is where I was at. We were up in the mountains and it was cold and it was actually snowing up there. And so, and it is. And you know what? You guys know where Olathe is. I don't know if you guys know where Olathe, Kansas is.
Yeah.
But I have family that traveled from Olathe to California for the wedding also.
No shit.
You guys being from Kansas City. They don't listen to rock though. They're country people. They like country music.
Let me go put an album together like Hardy then and just catch everybody.
Well, you have Fifth in a Six Pack.
Yeah, I do have Fifth in a Six Pack. I got one that's written just for that.
I want to talk about We Are Eli was the old band name, right?
Awaiting Eli.
Awaiting Eli. Okay, Awaiting Eli. Okay.
Yes.
So, is that how Earache Records that you guys are signed to? Is that the reason why they were able to pick up on you guys fairly quickly after being a band for a short period of time?
That was all. It all had to do. So John Gomez, a pretty good name, obviously in the industry. He's been managing us, and he brought that up. Like we have all this together. We have the whole album done. Shit, we've got 3 other albums to back this up already, pretty much done too. They're just not like fully mixed and mastered yet, but we had that done, and we started shopping around like where's the best place to put this out, and kind of left it up to him to kind of make that call on where we should go to put it out and get our best foot forward. Because at the end of the day, I mean, that's, Awaiting Eli was what it was, and it was great. We did some fun things. We did songs with Tech. I mean, great time. But like with this, it's a whole new sound, whole new feel. And I wanted to come out swinging like what you're hearing from your Nothing Mores and your Bring Me the Horizons and stuff like that. They're just like, what are they doing? Like, why are they going that way? And they still make sense of it in the song, and it's still in this format you want to hear, but like there's just extra elements. And I'd say Gravity's a little bit more straightforward. There's a lot of electronics in it, but
it sounds cool though.
But with the stuff I'm writing now, even gets like even edgier, harder electronics, less guitars, but there's still guitars. It still gets there's still good hooks in it, So that earache play was John who set that up, and it's been pretty good. We got some pretty good response from it. That whole team over there has been very accommodating.
Okay, so I normally tell bands ask me. I don't know why they ask me because I don't know shit. But they'll ask me, should we go for a record label or should we stay independent? And I always say maybe just stay independent. So what does a record label do for you? And Sam's saying no over there. So you can't. If you're watching on video, you can see it. Audio, you can't because his Wi-Fi's cutting out like it typically does. But
yeah, if I try to talk, I got a big delay, so that's why.
So why then did you guys decide to go with the label instead of they just distribution deals? Did they give you guys any money?
No, I guess we can talk about that because it is a pretty open-ended deal. This is meant to just raise awareness and shop. I didn't per se sign any rights away, in any case. And to answer your question right there, the biggest thing coming up it's what it takes to break a song. It's expected for the song to be great if you even want to be in the arena. But bingo, what it takes to get there is money. And that's where, no matter what, if you're going to make it, you're going to be in debt to somebody, whether it be an investor or it be a label, which is an investor. They just charge you retail rates basically. But at the end of the day, if they're going to make a career for you, it is what it is, Yeah.
Sam's pointing to himself right now, very splotchily pointing to himself on camera.
I've invested in a lot of bands. Because they need the money. And in return, I get the royalty.
That's the thing is that's essentially, we're at that stage. We have I wanted to put these songs out because I'm like, all right, these are going to be some hit you in your fucking face. They're going to be like, all right, damn, that band's here to fucking play. And go to just what it's expected to be. The top-notch production. The video's got to be killer for whatever budget we did have. And we didn't have $50,000 for a video, dude. And that's a modest video nowadays, shit. You could go crazy on that. So with what we had to work with, the connections we had, Tom Flynn obviously was great. Dawson produced it. If you know that name, Chris Dawson, Seasons After, produces tons of bands now. And I've been homies with Chris for a long time, so it's like, all right, cool. Let's just take this stuff and make it as good as possible, get it out there, see if it catches some traction. And, at the end of the day, my biggest, I guess my best problem to have would be like, yo, we need some money to keep this thing fucking going because people are interested. And that's essentially.
When I first heard you guys were coming on the show, before I made the McHines joke to Sam, I said that joke. It sounds like, well, have you heard him? And I was like, no, because I wasn't going to do the episode. So I was like, I'll check him out eventually because I have the music video in my email. I heard you guys today before you guys came on. I was like, holy shit. You guys did come out swinging. It's fucking good. It really is. But, the question I'm going to ask, and I'll ask since Eric's doing most of the talking, I'll ask Nick this question. But it's from some Eric said, okay? So we're going to do it like that. So Eric said you guys have a lot of electronics, right?
Yeah.
In the new song. So when you guys play live, so that means when someone hears your music, they're going to expect to hear those electronics. Now, Following the Reverse is one of those bands that brings laptops out on stages, things like that. Do you guys also plan on incorporating your laptops and computers to make sure you guys sound the same as you do on your music videos and albums and when you go live?
Absolutely, man. I mean, just think about, not only are you saving per diems by body count, when you're out playing the tour, I mean, that's super important, especially to an investor or a label. But we want our fans to feel like they're living in the simulation of our record. We want to immerse them with stereo backing tracks that have all the crazy weird guitar glitches and the stutter steps on the drums and the crazy, electronics that we have going on. So, and we're a full production. We have a live production video that is all synced to our music and everything that we've produced, and it's pretty epic, man.
So you're talking about per diem, right? Which is how much people are getting paid for this. So do you think then, if it was today in 2023, how many members does Slipknot have? Like 7?
9.
Okay, 9. Do you think that a record label would have said, "Hey, let's fucking get some backup tracks and get rid of some of these fuckers in the band"?
Well, I mean, those people have live roles in that band, and I would. Now, don't get us wrong. What we're doing on the record, we're going to try to do most accurately as possible. I practiced down to the notes. I mean, I've even uploaded the same profile on my amps that we used on the album.
Nice.
And I've tweaked those a little bit to make it.
Someone's got Kemper.
Yeah.
Right there.
But no, it sounds legit. And anything that we can do on our instruments, we're gonna do live. It's just those small little things that you're hearing in the background.
The background noises so I want to talk about background noises and more on this subject. I think it's interesting. Let's take a quick sponsored break. We come back. We'll talk to you guys for just a second. We'll play our new music video, and then we'll wrap up the conversation. So here is I guess a commercial or some shit that we got. We got a sponsored break. We'll be right back.
Time is everything, and convenience and quality matter the most. Now you have an affordable, nationwide, online medical solution for over 50 services in which you can be treated by a board-certified doctor from the comfort of your home. For only $49.99, your doctor appointment is taken care of via telehealth. Quick and easy, Jiffy Doctor is here to serve you with excellence, with same-day appointments as well as discounted prescriptions. We treat services from sinus infections, common colds, anxiety, insomnia, birth control, dermatology, erectile dysfunction, STDs, and women's and men's health treatments. Sign up today for $49.99 and have your prescriptions delivered to your home if you choose. Jiffy Doctor has served tens of thousands of happy patients, and we're happy to now serve you. JiffyDoctor.com, your new, convenient, and affordable medical solution. Stay home, stay safe, and avoid the wait. JiffyDoctor.com.
The way that you look at me, baby, we was on the right track. Baby, just bring me right back. The way you look at me, it's like gravity. It's like gravity. I continue to anticipate, but our love was never really vague. Yeah, I'm really out there, cause you're really out there. When I come down from the ceilings, it's like I'm done with all my demons. It's like gravity. It's like gravity. The way that you move with me, with me. The way that you look at me, baby, we was on the right track. Baby, just bring me right back. The way you look at me, it's like gravity. It's like gravity. It's like gravity. The way that you move with me, with me. The way that you look at me, baby, we was on the right track. Baby, just bring me right back. The way you look at me, it's like gravity. It's like gravity. Baby, we was on the right track. Baby, just bring me right back. The way you look at me, it's like gravity. It's like gravity.
You know what, Nick? Was that you? Were you playing the guitar to that while it was playing?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't. You know what's weird?
And
I
it was
didn't know.
yeah,
I saw that too. What's crazy is normally it fills the whole screen up, and it didn't. And I was like, I was going to go ahead and change that and edit it. But since you're playing guitar to it, I'm just going to keep that shit in there.
There you go,
Yeah,
man. You
that's
can keep
cool,
the
man.
nipple rub and everything.
Yeah, dude, that was cool. So you hear that? So that was not originally a part. Thank you, Sam. That was not originally a part of the song when you went to the studio. That was post production, right?
Nope.
Nah, I wrote that shit. I wrote that
shit.
ground zero like that. That's a lot of my pre-production part, man. I build a lot of the sound off that. So I always joke with these guys, if I'll get a click and a guitar or something like that, and if the song doesn't gel within a half hour, I'll save it as something dumb and move on. And Gravity was written in about 45 minutes.
Are you guys, dude? The best songs get written so fast. I feel like like if you work too hard on a song, you're like forcing it. But if it just comes to you, then it's gold almost, right?
Yeah. I think the only thing, it was like maybe a day later, Nick had thrown some vocal ideas for the second verse, I believe it was. And so, but like I said, I typically write from a chorus structure, and then I figure out building the verses to it, and telling the story to it. So I think, it was about 45 minutes that first night, and then he threw it in. So about a 2-day process, and the song was like, all right, cool. That one that one's ready to go to the studio. It'll gel the rest of the way in the studio and make what it is.
Nice. I do want to mention that Kyler called me while that song was playing. So who knows? She's probably trying to join or something, but too late. We already started, Kyler. We started talking. I'll call her back after this. You guys have played with some bigger bands. Was it with Machines, or was it with the Eli band that was called
Awaiting Eli? Jesus Christ.
He's on it. Yeah, no. I mean, Awaiting Eli did a lot of shows with a lot of bigger acts, and then Nick, obviously, in his past projects, played with quite a few, pretty polished big acts as well too. So I think cumulatively between everybody, we've played with some pretty, a lot of our influences.
Yeah, for sure. And we've even played with Awaiting Eli in my project prior to Machines. So
yes, right.
Nice. So what's one of the best bands that either of you can say that you have played with while on tour, or just venues, like a really cool big band, not a dickhead band? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nick, go ahead.
Godsmack.
I'm watching them live. Yeah.
Super cool and inviting. Always welcome, and just super fun to be around. Seven Dust is another one that's just, please, thank you, super nice, gracious. They're always fun to hang out with, and now they've got some wisdom in their years now that's very valuable. But other bands, like we would play with Rob Zombie, and like you wouldn't even see him. I mean, you maybe see him walking his dog or something, but that was it. You know what I mean? Like Papa Roach was super fun to play with. POD, those type of things.
They're fun.
POD better be nice because they're Christian.
Oh, they're nice.
They better be nice.
Super cool.
Otherwise they're fake.
We were playing Fight Night with Sonny on Xbox, and I'm like a champ at that. So they're like, "Who from the band wants to go up next to Sonny?" And I'm like, I'll go up next to Sonny, So I grabbed the sticks and I just beat the shit out of him. And I look over, and the rest of my band's like, "Dude, what are you doing, man? You can't just come and give him a KC whipping like that, bro. Like that's not respectful." Sonny's like, "It's all good, man."
Dude, if they were dicks, I would have walked up and been like, "That's not very Christ-like, bro." That's what I would have said. That's what I would have said. But they were nice, so it didn't matter. It didn't matter.
And their 12 disciples would have beat your ass.
And that's not very Christian of them either. I'm like, fake. That is fake. How about you, Eric? Any bands that you play with that you really enjoyed being around?
Yeah, man. I mean, we played with Gemini a few times. Seven Dust.
Gemini Affair or Gemini Syndrome?
Gemini Syndrome. Yeah. Gemini Syndrome.
Okay.
And
it's
then,
2 Geminis.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I man with Will Smith. No.
I didn't hear what you said. What'd you say?
A Gemini Man.
Oh, is there a band called Gemini Man? That
No,
like,
it's a Will Smith movie.
that sounds like
Will
Mega
Smith,
Man,
the
like a
movie.
Mega Man character. Gemini Man,
No,
and he get like his weird
it's the
power.
movie, you doof.
There's a movie called Gemini Man?
Yeah.
Oh, I heard of Mothman. Mothman Prophecies. I never heard of Gemini Man.
That's an old movie, bro. It's been a long time since you've been to the movies.
You know what? It has been a long time. I wanted to go see Cocaine Bears, what I wanted to see in the theater. Then I wound up seeing it not in the theaters. That's a good movie. I know what that movie is. It's about cocaine and a bear.
Yeah.
It's
exactly what it's about.
We're going to talk about that instead of you guys' band. All right, let's see. Were you finished with the story, Eric?
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I you know, because I used to book a lot of shows too, man. So I've, you know, worked with. I was always hesitant to put my band on with a lot of bills I booked, but I've worked with a lot of really cool artists, man. We got to do some shows with Lotus Crush, which was Peter Klett and Terry McDermott. You know, Peter was from obviously Candlebox for years, and talk about getting some wisdom off of somebody and paying attention. Because he caught me at the heightened of my, you talk about Cocaine Bear. He caught me during that fucking thing.
Oh, yeah, you're sober now. You're sober now. I forgot. Probably should have talked about that. My bad. You're feeding all of a sudden. Fuck. Okay. Did you think playing with bigger bands and getting to know bigger bands, does that help you guys out as musicians? Like, do you like try to hit them up, like, hey, bro, get me on this tour? Or does it like not help at all? Like, you still got to do your own shit?
No,
Was
yeah.
that a horrible question? I'm curious. People
that's a great question because
Thank you.
It's a great question because honestly, it's a good way to wear people out. Like real quick, if you want to, like, I look at it as more like, yo, I want a friendship with these guys. I want them to be colleagues. So what it's teaching me is one, like Seven does, hard band. Even Chad Kroger said that hard band to follow. So that's who we gotta be. We gotta be that fucking good. That's how good we gotta be. And by doing that like we'll gain some acceptance from, you know, and we've been around them for a long time now, but we'll gain acceptance from these guys and we'll be there. If we want to be there, that's where it's at. So to me, it teaches you a great level. Now going and asking for favors, that has to be something that they kind of just like throw it your way. You don't.
Right. They bring it up to you.
Yeah, it's a good way to not have somebody answer the phone, which I wouldn't be that way. You know, like, you know, I wouldn't be that way if I was there, you know, but at the end of the day, I kind of understand it. Like, it's like, yo, if they got bugged by everybody they come across with, it's like, nah, man, if it makes sense, which typically it's money, people got to get paid. Like, you know, it's like, it is what it is, dude. Like, even if you're homies with somebody, it is what it is.
Yeah. It's business, right?
It's the industry. I mean,
like, you know, Vacaville homies.
It's best to put yourself in the path of opportunity. That's the best way I could put it.
Yeah.
You know,
and if they like your music enough, they'll reach out to you guys and get you guys on. I think you guys sound great though. Any radio play coming up? Any Octane? Anything like that in the works?
Yeah, we're hoping that Octane picks up.
Yeah, we just busted into the New Jersey rock market. I've got a little snapshot of what they're playing us on. Several radio stations have picked us up in the last 7 days, so we're excited about that.
Fuck yeah, dude, that's exciting, man.
Yeah, we got Gary at Landshark running that stuff, man. He's a killer radio. Yeah. He's our radio guy, man. So I hand him a song, and he's either like, or he'll be like, fuck yeah, rocker, let's do it.
Are you guys planning?
We're gonna start off at like 10 grand, and then see if it works out. And then if there's more, then we're gonna put more money into it. That's Gary.
You're kind of a new band, so we're just gonna pump a little bit in first.
Because they don't want to lose the money, right? They don't want to lose the money. They want to make sure it's good. Any upcoming tours that you guys can even talk about or just tease with if you can't?
That would be awesome, man. We're actually looking for opportunities right now to connect with booking agents. We're really prepping for the end of the year release.
Yeah. Right? Yeah, let's do this. We're ready to fucking go.
We are ready to package. I mean, we've got the video, we've got the songs.
I'm ready.
Yeah, we've got the experience. We're just now putting feelers out for shows and tours now. I mean, we played 2 as Machines already.
Okay. That's just 2 shows only. That's it?
That's it.
That's crazy, man. How many views does your music video have on it? How many views does it have?
50K or some shit, probably a little short of that, 40K, something like that.
How many listeners you guys have on Spotify?
That's went down because I got in trouble for fucking trying to. I got in trouble. Like they tell you to promote your fucking. They tell you to promote your shit. Well, yeah, I had no idea. I was like, "What the fuck, bro?" So I hit them up. I was like, "All right, cool. We'll back off that." So that shit went down. There's probably like 10,000 or something like that now.
That's still for only 2 shows. I mean, you guys are. I guess you're online. What do you call it? Online.
The presence.
Yeah, you're on. Thank you. Your online presence. Yeah, I fucking suck today. So your online presence is really good. All right. I know. Well, you know what? I've been gone and I'm kind of sick, but I'm back now and I also don't give a shit. But you guys do sound fucking good. Let's talk about your merch and no tours coming up. You guys are trying to get on tour. Sam is a booking agent, but you guys got a website. Shout out your merch. And I used to say shout out where they can hear you, but obviously they can fucking hear you wherever you stream music. So let's just do merch and website.
Eric.
Yeah,
usually on websites.
Is your phone ringing? Is your phone ringing over there? What's going on?
No, I'm not on my phone. I'm on my computer. I don't know why it keeps going black.
Fuck that shit.
I know. My phone I read the rules, dude. You said no.
All right. See, Sam, he read the rules, and I read the press release, kind of. So, all right, let's go.
You do the bands and things you.
Yeah.
Bravo. So merch and website.
Yeah, so machines.com is where you'll find all the merch over there. It's got a.
But is it machines.com or is it MCH?
MCHNZ. So machines, how we spell it, MCHNZ.com.
So people that listen to audio, it's not machines. It is machines, but it's MCHNZ.com. So and people that probably don't even know what that means. If I was saying McHines earlier, that are if they're listening on audio, but that's their website, and you guys got merch on your website, Linktree, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah, all that's up there. All of our social platforms, like how it is, like the TikToks, the fucking Instagram, all that stuff. It's all up there. Spotify, YouTube links, all that stuff is all up there.
Don't get on trouble on Spotify anymore, all right?
It wasn't my fucking fault.
We were slamming there for a while. I mean, we ended up getting like 330,000 streams on our last release that we did on New Year's Eve. And we had it rocking. I mean, people in Belgium were rocking our shit.
Well, hold on. Is that why Eric got in trouble?
I got put in the naughty chair.
Of course, Spotify comes back and they're like, "Well, we're not going to pay on botted streams," and we're like, "None of these were botted companies. Here's the company," and they're like, "Oh, yeah, okay, cool. We'll let you put it back up then."
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, I put that shit right back up.
All right. See, sometimes I think they know what they're doing, but they fucking don't know what they're doing also. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
It's tough because at the end of the day, it's like, you got to get – it's a game of numbers, dude. Yeah. So as a newer band, like, I marketing is marketing. So if I'm paying to get in front of people, that's what my concept is. Okay, let's pay and get it out there to as many fucking people. If $1,000, we'll take it there. If $2,000, $5,000, we'll take it there. Cool, let's do that. At the end of the day, like, comes back with results like that. I'm like, all right, well, fuck them companies, and I'll let them companies know, fuck them, and we'll move on and not do it again. Like, I mean,
you don't know what companies are legit sometimes until you put it out there, and then you can tell if they're kind of bullshit. Like, if you pay $100, obviously you have like 5,000 people listening, probably wasn't a legit company. But if you pay, a few $100 and get like, you can tell the bullshit ones, but you don't know until you vet them or until you try them.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
We got in trouble on TikTok.
Yeah,
we used the wrong company.
Yep.
The other thing, I had no idea, and that's the thing is, it's like I took it as like, well, I know that I want to pump. I guess my guilty thing is I tried to pump it as much as I could fucking push it. For it being like a hidden single. We just dumped it out on New Year's Eve, like nobody even expected no music. Boom, here you go.
Yeah, it was like day 5. Hey, in 5 days we're dropping a new single on New Year's Eve. Everybody's like, what?
Yeah. Just wanted to throw it out there. And then within it was getting like 120,000 plays a month, like, which I don't know if that's great or not, but I mean, I would have taken that kind of speed to keep going. Yeah. But I don't want, like I said, it's at the end of the day, like I said, if the song, if it's in enough places and it gets picked up, by an editorial playlist or gets enough, it'll catch traction and go, man. Like you obviously got to fuel the fire somehow. And that's, like I said, with our, our team that we're developing, hopefully the people that we pull in more will be like, nope, this is where you go with that.
I have a solution. How more good bands will get noticed. You sucky bands, stop fucking playing in the break. Stop spending the fucking money. Just go away. Become teachers. Become producers. Just stop. You're plugging up the system, man.
Yeah, and they are because I will say this. I'll say it one more time. You guys are a great band. You sound fantastic. When I heard that Sam wasn't lying, Sam knows the kind of music I like. And the first time when I heard Gravity, I was like, yeah, no shit. They fucking sound, you guys sound fantastic. So thank you for being on the show. Is there anything else that you want to say before we get off the show?
We'll be coming through. In the meantime, check out, all of our streams, all of our music that we have available. The merch helps us get to a town near you. We're looking for opportunities. So if some random weird happening, you're watching this, holler at us. We appreciate you guys for having us on.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I want you to stay right there till after the outro song plays.
No, I'm out of here.
Please. I don't blame you if you are. I do want to thank Pantheon Podcast Network. I want to thank you, Sam, for joining me. Kyler, she called. Diego's, he's hurting right now. So thank you guys for coming on the show. Check them out. You can check out all of our episodes on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, wherever you find your podcast. And wherever you find it, please subscribe to our channel. You can also download our app right on your iPhone or Android. That's all the time we got. Machines, please stay right there. Eric, Nick, very nice having you guys on the show. That's all the time we got. Peace out, rock on, and much love.
This is the Loud Spot outro by Nothing Short of Tragic. Is this all talk with no action? No. Is this my thoughts with distraction? No. Is this what I bought that's in fashion? Or is this the Loud Spot with Sebastian? Yes. Does Nothing Short of Tragic have us back again? Yes. Does everything that's good really have to end? Yes. A pimp host has to pimp show, so to get more episodes, make an order, this is over.